My name is Daniel. I'm here with Modern Physique, and I'm going to show you how to lose weight as fast as possible and keep the weight off long term. So I was able to lose about roughly 80 pounds, and it took me about 15 months to do so. And I'm about to explain how exactly I did that. So the very first thing that we need to talk about here is understanding the difference between your macros and your micronutrients. Most importantly, your macronutrients. Now, to understand your macronutrients, let's do this. Imagine a wheel in front of you, a plate, and that plate is going to be divided up into 3 different sections, right? Let me zoom in the camera here so you can actually see that. So, within these 3 sections, you're going to have your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. I should actually put a P here, right? Protein, carbs, and fats. Pretty much, these are your main components of food. Whenever you eat something, it's either going to be a protein, it's going to be a fat, it's going to be a carb, or it's going to have a mix of 2 or all 3 of these, right? Now, why is this important to actually know? Well, when it comes to losing weight, it's all about calories in versus calories out. So, if it's all about calories in versus calories out, what do we need to know about this? Well, first, we need to know that every gram of protein is going to have 4 calories, right? You know what also has 4 calories per gram? That's going to be your carbohydrates. Every gram of carbs is also going to have 4 calories. Now, when it comes to your fats, however, that's going to be a little bit different. When it comes to your fats are going to have a total of 9 calories per gram of fat. And let me just zoom in. Just make sure you actually can appreciate this. Now, 4, 4, and 9. Now, what exactly does that mean and why should that concern us? When it comes to losing weight, I did mention that it's calories in versus calories out, right? But what exactly does that mean? Well, your body is going to have something that's known as maintenance calories, or in other words, the amount of calories that your body needs to eat to not gain any weight or to not lose any weight, right? When we think about maintenance calories, the easiest way that I can think of that I've mentioned before that's science-based to help you calculate your, maintenance calories is simply going to be getting your body weight, right? Body weight, and then you're going to multiply that by 15. Now, let me go ahead and zoom in here because I do know that it's going to be a little bit difficult to see. You have body weight times 15, and then you're also going to do a plus minus 250 calories. Now, what does that even mean? Simple. Let's go ahead and change in the figure so this could actually make some sense, right? So, let's say that you, like me, weigh, I'm going to round it out here. I'm currently at 179.6. Let's just say 180, right? And we want to find out my maintenance calories. Since I'm a fairly active person, I'm going to go ahead and multiply my current weight by 15. Which, if we do so, comes out to 2,700 calories, right? But let me hop over to this side then, right? So what about this plus minus 250 calories? What does that mean? Well, let's say that you've been eating 2,700 calories for the past few weeks, and for some reason, instead of maintaining your weight, you started to gain weight. You're actually getting fatter throughout the weeks, right? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to use the minus, and you're going to start tapering down about 250 calories, right? Does it have to be upfront? No, you can start tapering down 100 calories, 150, 200, 250 calories to get down to your true maintenance calories, right? Now, on the other side, if you're if you're losing weight, right, at that maintenance of 2,700, that means that that's not your true maintenance. Even though you want to lose weight, we want to do it at a correct pace. So we still have to go off your maintenance calories. So if you're losing weight, we'll bump up the calories by about 200 and 250 calories until you notice that week per week on the scale, your weight is not fluctuating. You're not gaining any weight and you're not losing any weight. These good so far? If you have any questions whatsoever throughout the video, make sure you drop them down below in the comments. That way I actually know what your questions are and I know how to answer them for you. Okay? Okay, so we know that we need to eat about 2,700 calories per day to maintain our current weight, right? But I don't want to maintain weight, right? I want to lose weight. I want to get ripped. I want to start melting off the fat. So how do we know, from knowing our maintenance calories, how do we know what to do to actually lose weight? Well, from here, we need to establish what's called a calorie deficit. Now, what's a calorie deficit, you may ask? Well, pretty much a calorie deficit is when you're eating less calories than your body needs to maintain its weight. So it has no other choice but to tap into its fat stores to actually supply energy in the form of calories to your body. So if you do this, if you eat less, that means you are going to lose weight. There's no other way around this. There's no other way around the laws of thermodynamics. Now, I know that for some people, it's difficult to lose weight due to certain conditions and illnesses. For example, I normally don't speak about my personal life much, but my mother does have a condition that makes her metabolism slightly slower due to some thyroid problems. Now, does that contribute so much that it makes it impossible to lose weight? No, it can make it a little bit more difficult, and I understand that people do have struggles, but at the end of the day, calories in versus calories out. If you found this video interesting and you want an even more in-depth video, make sure you watch this video next so you can have even more fat loss tips, okay guys? I'll see you in the next one.